pretty good mid-season finale, wouldn't you say? I would. Hey guys, it's your girl Tower Crush, back with another review, and this time it is for Sistas on BET. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so very much. Okay, so before I get started, don't let me forget to tell y'all the five people who won something for Christmas. And I will tell y'all at the end of this video. Okay, don't let me forget. I will remind myself not to forget. Okay. All right. So let me get right into it. Okay, so we got Gary and Andy. Okay, so of course, Gary called last week. Last week we saw Gary call to see if he could be at her house when she got off. And she told him yes. She gets there and he's sitting there with Robin in her apartment, and she's like, "You do as I say." And he pointed at Robin, and she's like, "What is he doing here?" Yeah, what is he doing here, Gary? When Gary got there, Robin was sitting in the lobby waiting on Andy. He was waiting because Andy would not answer the phone. And apparently, Robin had spoken with the judge on the case for Sabrina, and they had agreed to allow Sabrina to have a bail of $3 million. And so he was there to ask her about it, you know, if she wanted to go forward with it. Like, are you going to have this money? And she was like, not all of it. He said, so about how much do you have? She said, about half. And he said, well, I'll see if I can get it reduced. And she said, well, if you can't, can I borrow it from you? Wait a minute. Half of $3 million is $1.5 million. I know good and damn well you ain't just asked Robin, can you borrow $1.5 million? Girl, is you crazy? You know what? I'm not going to ask that because I know good and damn well she ain't asked Robin, can she borrow $1.5 million for her friend to get out of jail? You know what? At $3 million, baby, you ain't got no bill. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but you don't have a bill, sweetheart. I don't know what to tell you. And how can they just bring charges without a grand jury? I guess there's no grand jury in federal cases. I don't know, but it just seems kind of flaky to me. But yeah, she asked him for $1.5 million, and I'm just like, the audacity. And it's like, you couldn't be bothered with having a conversation with this man, and you gonna fix your mouth to ask this man for $1.5 million? You know what? And they didn't ask her how she was going to pay it back. And she was looking like, well, when she goes to court, they'll give you a refund. Yeah, they will. But wait until Gary realized you asked him to borrow $1.5 million. You just wait. Just you wait. Because he's going to need that money quicker than not if his company gets taken over. Okay, so then we're going to move on to Danny and Preston. Of course, you know, he spent the night, but she didn't give him any nana. They just pretty much talked all night. He really wanted some, but she wasn't going to give him any. And she got up in the middle of the night and did her hair and her makeup, so I guess she could be pretty when they woke up. Like, girl, what are you doing? Why are you that insecure? I don't understand. But she asked him to stay over, which was weird because she never really wanted him around like that, except for to pay the bills. And, you know, he said that he was leaving, and she was like, no, you're staying. He decided to stay. But he said it's like, take a shower. And so when he goes to get in the shower, she feels his pocket, and she feels something hard in his pocket. She pulls it out, and it's a ring, big old pretty ring. And I wonder, who was that ring for? Was that the old girl's ring, or is that a ring that he planned on giving to Danny? Because why would you bring a girl's ring with you to Danny's house? I think you bought the ring over there because you want to ask Danny to marry you, which I feel like is way too premature because y'all wasn't even dating that long before y'all broke up. Apparently she thinks that's, you know, his high school sweetheart's ring because she didn't think much of it. She kind of Just move right along. Okay, then we got Zach and Fatima in his place, and they're having a conversation, and he does seem kind of gloomy because, you know, she broke the news to him that he's being sued by Heather, his first child's mother. He's not only sad that he's being sued, but he said that Fatima said that she didn't want to marry him right now until everything gets, you know, worked out. And so she was like, well, we're going to get married. He said, really? Because I can't tell, because you ain't never wearing your ring. Well, basically, she takes her ring off before she goes to work because she doesn't want Andy to know that she's engaged yet. She doesn't want Karen to take it out on him because he's engaged to Fatima. So she doesn't want Andy to know yet until they find out whose baby it is. And I'm inclined to believe that that's the only reason. But I just can't believe that, you know, he did go to see the attorney. I just can't believe that nobody has thought of move the money. Move the money. Like, you set up a business account, you dump the money in the business account. It is now the property of the business. It is not your property. Or you put it, you give it, you know, you give most of it to Fatima. We were gambling and I lost all that money to her. Yep. I don't have it anymore. This is all I have. And you don't have a steady income. I don't like the way this show veers so far off of what is true. And I really don't understand how Tyler can do that. Like, you know good and damn well, ain't no court about to take 100% of no dude's money for child support. That ain't happened. By law, I think the most you can take is like 65% of a paycheck. Now, if his taxes and everything come after that, then you ain't got nothing. But this is not a regular paycheck. This is just money that he has. This is just liquid money. So child support should be based on your income, meaning money coming in. And I don't, you know, for the lawyer to say, yeah, one can take 50%, the other one can take the other 50%. That's BS. Oh my God. I've seen it happen. Shut up. Why would you be, you know what? That was just a very infuriating meeting for me. And I have 4 kids, and I'm telling you, that doesn't happen anytime ever. That doesn't happen. And then, you know, Tyler's always doing that. He's always, you know, traveling off the beaten path of reality when it comes to the law. He always gets it wrong. He needs to have a legal expert there when he's writing these scripts so that he can at least sound halfway believable. So that the plot can go around what's halfway believable. Because I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. And then moving on to Karen and Aaron, you know, they basically told each other that they loved each other, you know, on her way out, because she was leaving to go to work. He didn't really want her to, but what can he do? I just thought it was funny, you know, that she's actually acting like she can stand Aaron a little bit. And I just doubt very seriously that she got over Zach that quick. I don't believe it. Not me. I don't. Karen did go to work. And like I said, the whole place wasn't burnt down because a curling iron can't do that. It can't do that. It just can't do. It can't do. You heard what I said now. Not a whole building. You might get a little fire, but it's going to go down. It ain't going to happen. So they didn't try to play that up. So thank you for that. Because it wouldn't surprise me if the whole building wasn't in flames and she could blame, you know, it wouldn't have surprised me not one bit. She busted Pam for not doing her job and not turning the curlers off. And, you know, that was just pretty much the end of it. And I thought that was cool. It's like, good, they didn't, you know, make that longer than it had to be. Great. I also want to say, is it me or is it strange that Gary feels so confident with what he has with Andy? And I really don't feel like he should be that confident. Now, I'm not for certain if, you know, she's seeing him just to be, you know, just to keep from being sued or what. But I don't feel like he should be that confident. But he's like, you know, I know he's not a threat to me. He is absolutely a threat to you. And she was absolutely into him more than she was you before you showered her with $3 million worth of BS. And she was definitely more into him before he came at her sideways because of what your pipsqueak attorney did, telling him about Paris. So I really don't, absent the lawsuit, I don't see Andy being with you right now, Gary. But I can't say that I appreciate the way she is taking to you. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that she's happy. Like, girl, if this is all about not being sued, then you wouldn't be this doggone happy to be with him. You would have told him flat out, no, you're not coming over here tonight. Nope, sure ain't. You're not coming over here tonight. Nope, I'm going to sleep. Robin ain't coming either, but you ain't going to be here. You know, she likes it. But I just don't know for how long she's going to have to put that up. But she just needs to get some legal advice because he can't come and take something from her that he gifted to her. She has to agree to give it back. They were gifts. He put them in her name. So he really didn't have a case, and I don't understand how she's a lawyer and didn't know that he didn't have a case. That's why I think she's just using that as an excuse. Okay, so Andy and Danny went to get Sabrina from jail, so she's finally out. She looked a mess, looked crazy, said she needs to go home and bathe, so she didn't go to the doctor's office with them. We also saw Maurice today, finally, with the other attorney, basically trying to get Maurice to give up Sabrina. Basically trying to get Maurice to give up Sabrina. And he's like, I would never do that to my friend because we are both innocent. Well, it don't look like it for the next episode. And I'm going to smack the crap out of you, Maurice, if you do that. Andy and Danny go to the doctor's office with Karen and to see, you know, when the baby was conceived. And basically the baby was conceived on the 12th and not the 19th. So I'm trying to figure out who she had sex with first. Because I want to say, at first I thought she had sex with Zach first. And then Aaron came behind Zach. But now it's looking like, now that I think about it, it seems like she had sex with Aaron and didn't like the sex. And that's why she wanted sex with Zach, because it was totally different. And I think that's why she got him to come over and sex her. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to help me with that. Because she seems pretty relaxed. For it to be Aaron's, she seems a little bit too relaxed. So I don't know how that's gonna work. I really don't know how that's gonna work. But we just know that the baby was conceived on the 12th and not the 19th. And the way she said not the 19th made me feel like it's probably going to wind up being Aaron's baby. Because she must have wanted it to be Zach's baby. We all know that. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see whose baby it really is, right? So we did see Sabrina in her place. She got a phone call from Calvin. And Calvin was basically like, yes, I'm at the house. Cues her and he won't leave. And she's like, what? I'm on my way. So she gets over there and she's asking him, why did you do that? Why did you lie on me? Why did you do this? And he was just laughing, you know, being as nonchalant as he always is, acting like he's drunk or high or something, like whatever. So she hits him with a golf club. And he calls her a B. And, you know, then Calvin takes the golf club from her and starts beating him with it. And so she tells Calvin to stop, you know, so that he doesn't kill Q. And so that was pretty much the episode. Now, we did see for, I guess, when he comes back off a break, we're going to see that they are laughing on the couch. So clearly he didn't kill Q. And maybe Q will actually have to go to the hospital or something, and then they'll let them know that he doesn't belong there and he can't live there, you know. And I would think that Sabrina could talk to, I don't know, Maurice's landlord and let the landlord know what's going on and whatnot. But some kind of way they need to fix it. And see, here's what I don't get. Y'all know he lied on y'all. Why ain't y'all recording everything like he was recording everything? Y'all could have recorded the conversation that y'all had and him laughing at the fact that, you know, Maurice is in there and he should be okay being in there since he's gay or whatever. Like, you know what? 3 hots in a cot. I can't. So we did see that. We also see that Andy does tell Robin, which she should. I don't even know why she was thinking about it. Okay, dude just loaned you $1.5 million. Just loaned you $1.5 million, and you thinking about whether or not you should tell him that they're trying to take over his company? I would just love to see how it all works out. Now, I do see Fatima asked for the baddest chick that she could find. I guess Madam could find to come up to the law firm and request Hayden. And I don't know what Fatima got up her sleeve, but I like it. I like it, and I can't wait to see what it is. Okay, and so the attorney that Zach had went to see told him that he needed to get friendly with his baby's mothers. And maybe that's what he's going to do with Heather. Which I really feel like Fatima needs to call Madam and tell her cousin to do something with Heather, and Heather will disappear for good. She done made it 3 years without this boy. She don't need nothing from him. And the only other thing that I wanted to talk about that I saw was that the district attorney was back in there with Maurice, and Maurice grabbed the pen like he was about to sign. Like, I know you're not about to do that, Maurice. I know you're not. I will kick you in your gut. With this big old foot I got. This big old foot will kick you in the guts. That's exactly what it's going to. It's going to look just like that. Okay? So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Okay? Okay, so we just have to wait and see first week of January. So we skip next week, and then, which I don't know why, because Christmas is Sunday. This show comes on Wednesday. The Oval comes on Tuesday. Why are we missing a week? Whatever. I'm just going to take that week to, review Christmas movies and whatnot. So be on the lookout for that. So again, if you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you so very much. And I do want to announce the 5 people that have won a gift. Now, there will be 2 cash gifts and 3 actual gifts. And I'm going to basically number them 1 to 5. And depending on who gets back to me first, that first person will be able to choose, one of the 5. And then so on and so forth until the last prize is given. So I'm hoping that these 5 people watch this broadcast, and I will make a separate video. But the 5 people that I chose that have been riding with me, and basically they've been riding with me for a long time. I couldn't choose everybody. So of course we'll give them 48 hours to reach back out. And if by chance they don't reach out, say by Friday midnight going into Saturday, then I'll choose others, okay? So I do want to let y'all know that there will be 2 cash gifts. There will be a Telfar bag. I'm also giving away a tote and carry bag. The tote and carry bag is a large white bag. And I'm giving away a stem player. Now the stem player, you remember when Kanye West came out with Donda, the Donda album, and it was on the stem player? That $200 piece of equipment. I'm giving that away. And I don't know, I haven't decided what's under which number, so it's going to be a luck of the draw. Okay? So one of the gifts will be $50. One of the cash gifts will be $50. The other one will be $100. So not a lot to scream about, nothing to write home about, but just a thank you for rocking with me, because y'all didn't have to rock with me, because there's billions of people out there, and y'all see it's a very, very, very small few of y'all that rock with me, and so I appreciate y'all. So this is my way of saying thank you. Okay, and so for those 5 people, they are Tiffany Harrell, Saxon Heights, Bobby Ray, Cynthia Judkins, and Vincent Robinson. That's Tiffany Harrell, Saxon Heights, Bobby Ray, Cynthia Judkins, and Vincent Robinson. Y'all need to reach out to me. I'm going to put in the comments my email so that y'all can just shoot me an email, or you can just comment on the video and tell me if you want, like, just tell, we got to figure this out, because I got these gifts and I'm ready to mail them out tomorrow, as early as tomorrow, so that, if you a guy and you get a female's handbag, you got a mother, you got a sister, a cousin, a friend, somebody that you can gift it to. I don't mind you regifting it, because everything is worth something, okay? All right. In fact, the least most expensive gift is the $50, followed by the $100. So the actual gifts are worth more than the cash prizes. So, but some people just might need some gas in their car, so who knows? So we'll just have to see how it works out. So again, those 5 people were Tiffany Harrell, Saxon Heights, Bobby Ray, Cynthia Judkins, and Vincent Robinson. Thank you all for rocking with me. And again, if you guys do not reach out to me by midnight Friday, then I'm going to have to pass the gifts along to someone else, okay? All right. Thank you all for watching. And again, if you're not the type that likes to subscribe, you know what? You got to the end of this video, and I appreciate you too. Okay? All right. That is my $5.02. Peace.